I'm here with Adrienne Burnett, head teacher at Ballakermeen, who you've been teaching the island for 27 years now, is it?
That's correct.
And how many years have you been a head teacher at Ballakermeen?
21.
21 years. I mean, I've just finished 7 years here. I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, can you believe it's been 27 years?
It's gone really quickly, Nathan.
I mean, what brought you to the island in the first place?
If I'm honest, interview practice. I really didn't think I would get a job here. I didn't know enough about the Isle of Man, but as soon as I walked in, I loved Ballakermeen. There's just something about this school, and I left my husband at home, I left my family at home, I left my beloved dogs at home, and they followed me afterwards, but this job just grabbed me from the first day.
I mean, when you first moved here, you worked under Mr. Masterson.
And we all call him Mr. Masterson, absolutely. He was never Ian.
Did you get on well with him when you first moved over?
People said he was a difficult man. I don't think he was difficult. I think he found it hard to express his feelings, but if you went in and had a problem, he would sort it out for you. He did everything for the students. He was an absolute workaholic. I had to develop a love for Coronation Street because that was the only way I could get home before 7:30. And I'd go and say, I need to go to see Coronation Street, and I'd leave him here. He just worked for the students all the time.
I mean, when you first moved over, though, like, there's obviously a lot of talk about the difference in the education systems in the UK and the Manx education system. Did you notice a difference when you first moved over?
The very first difference for me was we had our own budgets in England already. We were used to delegated financial management. I was shocked here that things were bought for us. We didn't negotiate with anyone. It was good. You got lots of resources, but you can also, if you're in charge of the money yourself, the one thing you can do is make sure it goes to the right place. That was a difference, but to be honest, children are children everywhere, and teachers just want the best. So there wasn't a difference other than I wasn't Manx at the time, and I was the third English deputy, and I think the staff rolled their eyes and went, oh, here we go, we've got another one here, but actually people will judge you on what you do.
Yeah, I mean, you've been here for 27 years, and everyone knows that Ballakermeen is well known for its strong performance arts department. Why do you think it's so successful?
I think we've just had amazing teachers. We've been very, very fortunate, and they're the sort of people who just want the best for students, and they've given their all to the school and continue to do so. I mean, when I came here, Mrs. Norris was in charge of drama, and even now, even though she's been retired maybe 18 years, she still comes along and helps in our shows, helps in other shows on the island. That's just what happens over here. There's a wonderful community spirit.
I mean, how do you assess the current state Manx
we're in difficult times at the moment. There's no two ways about it. COVID has affected children, their education. We're seeing the impact of that in poorer behaviour than we would have had pre-COVID. That's a challenge. We've missed swathes of time in school. That has not helped with examinations.
How's that been for you, missing, like, with obviously having students in and out all the time and not having enough staff in? I mean,
it's just the last thing that I want to do, because we're all here to teach, and I know that if a child gets sent home, they're not being educated, they're not being with their peers, it's probably causing a problem for the parents because they either have to come out of work or they're worried about their children. We've just had to deal with it, and I think we'll be seeing the effects of COVID for years to come in terms of children's mental well-being.
See, there's been a lot of talk about bringing Ofsted over to assess our Manx high schools. Do you think that would be a good idea?
Have mixed views on this. If Ofsted rocked up tomorrow, they wouldn't even get through the door, because they would look at our wide open spaces, they look at that there's public access to our schools at the end of the school day, and they would say, your schools aren't secure. So we have different criteria on how we judge schools. One thing I would say about Ofsted is good teaching is good teaching. If they recognise it, then why wouldn't we want people over here to say, yeah, we like what you're doing? We have our own system of quality assurance because we're not exam factories, and I know that can be a challenge for some people. Of course, examination results are important because they allow people to go on and they open doors for them. But we want well-rounded individuals, we want students who are happy, who can make a contribution to the Isle of Man. And so some things that we count as important would not be counted that way in England. For example, the arts. They have something in England called Progress 8, which includes certain subjects, the arts, certainly drama, and art wouldn't be part of that.
See, I know like recently there's been the whole teacher pay, this teacher strike thing. How are your staff getting on with it? Are they struggling with it, or are they just...
It's difficult. As a head teacher, I want children in school, I want to see the extracurricular clubs. As an employer, I know how difficult it is. A teacher, newly qualified teacher, coming to the Isle of Man will be taking home £1,700 a month. Pay £1,000 for rental if you're married, you've got children, or even if you just want a bedroom and a place to study. That leaves you £700 a month to pay your bills, put petrol in your car, get your hair cut once every 3 months, pay for dental treatment if you need it. Our staff are struggling. We've lost some good staff. Now, I know the government are doing things. We've got a housing allowance. We need to look at that, though, because it hasn't gone up certainly in 21 years. We've just got a pay offer that goes some way towards it. Isle of Man is a special place to live and work. I get that.
See, I know you were struggling for staff, though, starting from September. Did you manage to fill up all the staff spaces?
We've had 7 science teachers leave, and I have appointed 7 science teachers. I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit smug that I've managed to do it. Touch wood, they're all going to turn up. But what I've done is I've kept in contact with them. I've made sure they've all got accommodation. And again, that's what I love about the Isle of Man. I put a plea out on Facebook to say I need accommodation. The Manx public responded, and I spent a weekend looking at apartments, videoing them, bringing teachers who were able to come over. So now when the staff come, they've got somewhere to live, and they're coming to a great school. So hopefully they will all be here in September.
See, in your 21 years, you've worked with many head teachers. Which one of them have you formed the strongest sort of relationship with?
I've worked with 10 secondary head teachers and I think 15 primary heads over the years. I can't just pick one. It's a bit like saying which is your favourite child. What I will say about the secondary heads is we all work really closely together. We all have different strengths, and that means that we're a formidable team because someone will always know the answer. And if I'm having a bad day, I can pick the phone up and speak to one of my colleagues, and they'll say, "You think your day's bad? Let me tell you about my day." And that helps. We are a community. We're not in competition with each other.
See, what will you miss about being head teacher most?
Oh, the students. Absolutely. I have loved every single day. I've had an open door policy. I think it's annoyed people over the years because my door is usually open and people can just walk in, students especially. Yeah, I'll miss them, all of them.
Yeah, see, most people retiring have like a retiring sort of bucket list thing. What's on yours?
I'm going out for lunch on the first day of the new term with 2 other retired head teachers, and I've not really thought beyond that. I'd like to give something back to the island community. It's been very good to me. I hope I'll be able to pop in and still see the school shows here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
And finally, what's next for Adrienne Burnett?
I'd like to volunteer for some community organisations, so I've made some approaches, or I have been approached, so hopefully I will be able to give something back and just enjoy a little bit more of the island, I think.